Hi, I'm Barry John. Welcome back, and this is the first non-short mission we've had in a while.
So, are they just going to be standing there for 2 minutes, pointing their weapons at her, going, "Ha ha ha, we are going to shoot you"?
They're the Wildcats, probably.
I consistently forget who it is we're dealing with here.
But, unfortunately, you can't actually grab any of the vehicles on this level, so you can't jump up and take the back entrance in I used the last time we were on this map. You actually have to take the normal way in.
Gasp. Look at all them mines.
Yep.
And how completely useless they are, because, you know, they are mines that you can see even as you are coming up towards them. Man, look at all their mines.
Mm-hmm.
A design flaw if there ever was one.
True. But let's just shoot these guys. And being very careful about it, because we don't want to trigger... There we go. If we get too close to Gordansky, she'll trigger, you know, the "I'll follow you" cutscene that we'll see later on.
We don't want her anywhere near us.
Well, she's just gonna stand there, you know, have her hands up, even though there's nobody around. She's looking around like, is there somebody supposed to be shooting me?
She's from a conservative household. She knows that if someone tells her to hold her arms up, she'll hold those up until they fall off.
No comment. Oh yeah, and a fire in front of a switch in order to not trigger it.
Oh no! A small flame! If only there was some way to, say, reach around that by standing next to it.
Or have a stick.
Or just waiting for it to go out, since it's a freaking grass fire.
Yeah. But... oh yeah, front entrance. Which, because you can't throw that switch, you can't open up. But there's nothing stopping you from throwing this switch, for example. And hey, 2 power-ups.
Delectable.
Hold on. You guys, no running to the pool. I want to turn on the water fountain, which still doesn't work.
Oh.
And you're... okay, this may be an electrical fire here, so let's not try to make a mess of it.
Yeah, that one looks a bit risky.
But that's just another fire to keep, you know, people from making the wrong decision. Although, when I get around to it, I'm able to easily bypass that. Just figuring out the best way to go down. Da 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 da. Now then, nope, can't get the car.
Tire is on fire, you fool!
I think the engine block's on fire. That's slightly more important. But yep, as far as I know, there are no civilians walking around this map. It's just Darcy, Gordansky, the cops, and Wildcats.
So for the first time in Urban Chaos mission history, they've actually evacuated the civilians.
Yep.
They're learning.
Well, I mean, technically the last mission didn't have any civilians, but that took place out of town.
And on private property.
Actually, I think it was supposed to be a ski village of sorts. Or one of those, you know, winter getaways.
I think that it would probably have to be private property for you to, you know, build missile launch silos and stuff.
Fair enough. Although
Don't know many ski villages that come with, you know, missile launch platforms included.
Well, this is America.
I suppose. It's an old Cold War ski village.
Yeah.
In case Uncle Ivan launches, we'll be ready, even if we're on a ski vacation.
Yeah, but I don't think those missiles were big enough to be ICBMs. Those were more cruise missiles.
Or when Uncle Ivan lands on American soil and we have to get him off.
What is this, Red Dawn?
All the media is Red Dawn.
Shh.
Wolverines.
Well, nothing up here.
Except for a gorgeous view.
True enough. I mean, if the draw distance was more modern in this game, it actually has some pretty nice vistas. Just using the camera to check down in the pit down there before I commit to going down, so I don't go down. I could have grabbed that power just by going up the ladder instead of taking the long way around. At least the gas station's not on fire this time.
With how many times it has been on fire or had fire closed, I think that they've specifically trained everyone working there in fire emergency procedures at this point.
That lot of good it's done. I mean, very. They even have payphones. Hey, you noticed Darcy was a cop. Congratulations. Still can't climb this fence. Come on, stop dodge rolling. There we go. Jeez. There we go. What do you... Darcy, shouldn't you just flash your badge at this guy?
So, was there any point to that little encounter?
Well, you have to come back here if you're going to, make this particular jump. Coming up back here, do a quick little scan of the dumpster area that nobody can get into. So, yeah. Don't go down into there, guys. It's very... Actually, it's not as difficult as thinking to get out of, because you can climb up onto the non-working elevator, then jump onto the wall to get out. But, yeah.
Still not recommended.
Still. Okay, there's 2 med kits and a Constitution health power-up over there. It's kind of excessive, don't you think?
Better have and not need than want and don't not have.
You're trying to sound wise. Oh, wait. Are those still on fire from the time Darcy blew them up?
I told you. Those things will just keep going.
And going, and going, and going.
It's high-density explosives that apparently are flammable. We're gonna keep going for weeks.
Fair enough. Sorry, just debating my next course of action here and how to get down. And missed. Aim properly. And be glad you don't miss that jump.
Her poor fingers.
But this one here, it's a case of try a couple of times. It's not an easy jump to make. Especially when you don't have a vehicle to, you know, stand up on. Oh wait, I do. Come on. There we go. Can't drive the car either. That'd be too useful.
For it is locked, you see.
Mm-hmm. It's not
Which
like
would totally stop Darcy.
from, you know, punching in the window. Oh yeah, and nothing back here. You think she will maybe, you know, hijack a police car? But can't even do that. It's locked. And that police officer's still dead. He's still lying there.
Union City probably doesn't have much in the way of ambulance services either at this point.
I think I've only seen like 2 ambulances the entire game. Nothing in the... I mean, this is the problem with the map there, is that there's not a... like, how do I best put this? The distribution of power-ups and that sort of thing is just so off on this particular level / map. I mean, you got 2 at the top of the stairs in the gardens, and then huge sections of exploration where there's nothing. There we go. Bouncing Darcy, not a bouncing Betty. And remembering I can't roll underneath or slide underneath that particular pipage. And just decide, you know, have a little fun by poking the camera around off the edge of the map.
See what's going on in the void.
Mm-hmm. And that should cover the pass of the outside of the map. So let's, once I take care of this guy, let's go collect Gordansky and finish off the mission. Oh, and there's a power-up up here as well. Yeah, no way you'd be able to do all this in 2 minutes. Come on. She still has her hands up. Yeesh.
Well, if it can't, I'm alright.
Sorry about that. Basically, Gordansky was saying, "Thank you for rescuing me again, Stern." And Stern was like, "You bitch."
Oh, you.
Yep.
And then the credits music plays.
Yeah. Oh, and you can't climb over this particular fence. Because if you could, Gordansky would be able to follow you, and you'd be able to skip over a mini-boss fight with one of the Fallen. Dun dun dun.
And just look at that guy. So cool.
Yep. There we go. Trying to just pump some lead into him.
Gordansky tanked that automatic fire pretty well.
No, all the automatic fire was directed at Darcy.
But it passed straight into Gordansky, though.
No, fair enough. And there we go. Now, let's...
Does it really matter who is the target if the other person gets hit, does it?
No, this game doesn't really, model bullets flying around like that. And taking...
I suppose.
Yeah, just taking the long way through the park so I don't get into another fight with one of the fallen. And dun-dun-dun-dun! Safe!
Good work.
Rescue complete.
There we go.